Not away from the computer.
Okay. Great. Good. Everyone can see me? Everyone can hear me? Okay, perfect.
Perfectly.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So, hi everyone, and welcome for the fourth START AgriTech program. I'm so happy to see you here today. And yes, I'm opening this with the biggest smile you will see all day. We are here because we share one big mission: to solve global challenges in desert innovation, energy, climate, agriculture, and food. Big topics, right? But that's exactly why we are here. Because startups like you have the power to turn ideas into impact. And this program is where you get to live up to your full potential. I'm Elite, and I will be with you throughout this journey as we uncover the true potential of your startups. This year, we will meet in two incredible places: St. George, Utah, and Las Vegas, Nevada, from May 10th to 15, 2026. Two destinations that perfectly combine innovation, energy, and opportunity. From Utah's desert research hubs to Nevada's vibrant business scene. Today, you will hear from our amazing partners and supporters the people who make this program possible. And from startups that joined us last year and will share firsthand how this program opened global doors for them. And stay tuned, because later in the webinar, a representative from Israel Innovation Authority will talk about grants for startups that wants to expand internationally. I'm adding here my email, so feel free to write me any question you have. Seriously, don't be shy. I don't believe in stupid questions. So I just will send again my email. I will be with you throughout this journey, available for anything you need. And in the end of the webinars today, I will share more about what's coming next in the program. So stay tuned and let's get started. Perfect. I want to say a big thank you for our partners: Ramat Negev Desert Agro Research Center, Arieli Group, our supporter JP Morgan, our partner Utah Tech University, World Trade Center Utah, Haifa Group, UNLV Economic Development, NSF Future Engine in the Southwest, Utah Innovation Fund, St. George Chamber of Commerce, GOED, Nevada Governor's Office of Economic Development, Zero Labs, Hasty Agriculture, Exit Ventures, Las Vegas Global Economic Alliance, University of Nevada, Reno, and Israel Export Institute. Thank you, everyone. None of that will be happen without you. In the last programs, what we did in numbers, we have been in 9 countries. We have more than 24 graduates, over 1,200 meetings, and more than 200 investors. Now I'm super excited to share the application deadline in the end of December. The startup committee will be in the 15th of January. The program itself will be from the 10th to the 15th of May 2026. And again, if you have any questions, you have my email. Now I'm glad to invite Michael Lacourse, Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs in Utah Tech University.
Well, thanks, Elite. On behalf of everybody here at Utah Tech University, we want to welcome everyone from across the globe that's joining us here today for this incredibly important webinar as we prepare for the next AgriTech Scale-Up Conference this coming May. I particularly want to thank our partners from Arieli Capital and from Frontier R&G, people that we met a couple of years ago, and we've become amazing partners and colleagues and friends. And it's been a real pleasure and an honor for us to be hosting this event, even though this will be the fourth year we've hosted this will be our third time hosting, and we could not be more excited about that opportunity. For those of you that haven't been here before, St. George, Utah, the home of Utah Tech University, is located in Southwest Utah. We are very much in a desert ecosystem here. The pictures that you see on the screen here are actually local pictures.
Sorry?
And,
I'm sorry, I will silence everyone.
okay. Yeah, these are local pictures, and give you some idea of the environment that we live in here. St. George, Utah was founded a couple of hundred years ago, and there was no water, obviously.
Michael,
you're
open your
mute.
mic. Yes, Michael, open your microphone and continue.
Oh,
Yes, thank you.
okay.
Great.
Not sure what happened there. Anyway, I was just saying that here in St. George, close to 200 years ago, Mormon pioneers came here and settled this land for the purpose of farming. So it started as a farming community. Today, there are very few farms remaining. It's a developed area. There are homes where farms used to be. And as a result of that, it's essential that our university and our community engage in innovation and business development to address some of the challenges associated with the growing community. And so we're incredibly excited to be a part of this conference and this meeting where innovation and new business development is really at the core. Our university has a strong history of innovation. Over the past 10 years or so, we're producing roughly 30 to 40 new patents each year, and about a dozen or so businesses are forming out of our innovation center. So this is innovation and new business development is core to our university, and we couldn't be more pleased to be a part of this year's conference, and look forward to seeing everybody here in St. George this coming May. So again, thank you, and we are certainly privileged to be a part of this meeting and look forward to the continued conversations. Thanks, Elite.
Elite, you're muted.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Michael, for everything. We really appreciate the partnership. Thank you so much. Now, I'm more than welcome to invite Matt Wunderli, Director of Investments, World Trade Center, Utah.
Thank you. Pleasure to be with you. It's a privilege to be part of this discussion. Utah has always been known as the crossroads of the West, but our vision is to be the crossroads of the world, a hub where innovation, trade, and investment converge. This collaboration is actually central to that vision, and we're really excited about this. Utah's economy is diverse, it's resilient, and very, very much forward-looking. We're proud of our strengths in advanced manufacturing, life sciences, and technology. But agriculture and agri-tech are where we see tremendous potential for global impact. As climate change, water scarcity, and food security reshape global priorities, Utah's unique combination of research institutions, dry climate innovation, and entrepreneurial culture make it the ideal test bed for scalable agricultural technologies. By hosting global agri-tech innovation here, we're not just creating local jobs, we're building a platform where Utah companies can co-develop solutions with international partners. This brings new ideas, new capital, and markets together in one ecosystem. Our goal is simple. It's to attract world-class businesses and investors who see Utah as a place to pilot, grow, and export innovation to the world. This partnership reinforces that message and demonstrates that when industry, academia, and government collaborate, we can position Utah as a global center of excellence in sustainable agriculture and technology. So we're really thrilled to be a part of this with all of you. And thank you for being part of this shared effort to build that future.
Thank you so much, Matt. Really appreciate it. I'm more than excited to invite Haviv, partner at Arieli Group and head of Arieli Innovate.
All right, everyone. First of all, thanks, Elite, and the entire team. And it's quite a team, as you can all see. This is our third cohort. So actually, Frontier's fourth global innovation cohort, but the third one in the Utah, Nevada region. I can tell you that it's at the end of the day, you know, every person before they go to sleep, they look in the mirror or they have some kind of a conversation with themselves, at least I have, and I ask myself, you know, what did I do today? You know, what is not just helps to fill up the bank account, but at the end of the day, what's my legacy? You know, I think it's quite a question. And I think when a person asks themselves, what's my legacy? He has to also confront the challenges that comes between themselves and their goals. And they say that the limits of a person are the sums of the challenges that they choose not to deal with. I'm going to say it again. The limit of a person is the sum of the challenges that they choose not to deal with. Now, I can tell you that when we talk about deserts, the limits are, you know, a lot. We can talk about water, we can talk about salinity, we can talk about, you know, climate, and we can talk about so many things, winds and temperatures, but the ability to choose to deal with those limits, to face those limits and say, you know what, we're not going to let these limits be our limits. We're going these challenges be our limits. We're going to face these challenges. We're going to operate this thing between our ears and say, we can do that. How? We're not sure, but we're going to try. And I want to tell you that it's a great privilege to be part of the Arieli Group, which is a third-generation family office. We've been working in the region for, I want to say, over 3 years now in the Utah region. We've been very fortunate to meet amazing people, amazing culture, very, very similar values of family and not just doing well, but doing good. And this is very important for us. We also are very fortunate to find amazing companies to invest in the Utah region. Some of these companies are also have graduated from similar programs like this, but not only. And I think that if I have to summarize in very, very short amount of time, what is this amazing program offering, I will summarize it with one sentence. They say that you will never feel ready because ready is not a feeling, it's a decision. And I think that this program is basically a group of people who said, you know what? We're not sure we're ready, but we made a decision that we're ready. We want to do it. We want to challenge the most challenging environments on the planet, and we want to make them bloom. We want to help environments do amazing things. And I can tell you, Arieli is a co-founder of Frontier. It's a partner together with Ramat Negev, and it's been a wonderful partnership. Myself and Yariv were with a meeting with the ambassador of a country in Europe. This country has water, has always had water, more than enough. They never imagined they'll ever have a water issue. And guess who they called? They called us. We sat with them last week in the embassy, and they told us that climate changes today make them face things they never imagined they'll have to face, which is water shortages, issues with salinity, issues with growing food. They have 3 months out of the year with extreme temperatures. Anyway, that's a country in Europe. We appreciate who you guys are. Choosing to be an entrepreneur is choosing the road less traveled. It's super hard, but this is what humanity is all about. It's a great pleasure to meet you guys. I'm looking forward to seeing you guys in the committees. Hopefully a lot of you will make through the cut, get into this amazing program, and help humanity move to the next level. I'm excited. I think you can hear about it from my voice. Elite, back to you. Thank you.
Thank you, Or. Thank you for explain and really explain the motivate for doing all of that. I'm more than welcome to invite Yariv, the CEO of Frontier R&G.
Thank you very much, Elite. Thank you for all the people who were talking before me, and thank you for your friendship and partnership. Hello, everyone. It's a pleasure to meet you and to see so many participants on the screen today. So just in short, because we don't have a lot of time, Frontier Ramat Negev is a business innovation center. We are the reason for the program. All the rest is just the excuse. Why I'm saying that? Because Frontier is the heart, the beating heart of the Negev, the center of the Israeli desert. And we are saying what we are saying because we are also moving forward with our assets towards you guys. So what we are offering here is over 250 acres of applied research areas where you can do any trial that you can imagine on the agriculture, water, energy area. Combining that together with the Arieli, which is the other co-founder of Frontier, is basically a fantastic platform where you can take your dreams and make them come true. So how do we do that? You will see in more details, and Elite will tell you in more specific ways how we are planning the program. But I would like to talk about the outcome. And the outcome is that we can stand behind 65 to 70% conversion rate from network to business. Why I'm even mentioning that? Because creating a network and going to a program and visit an exhibition and come out with a list of contacts or business cards is one thing. But turning those lists into business is another thing. And the 1 week program that people are actually by mistake offering is not a 1 week. It's a 4 or 5 month. So it's a 1 week boot camp followed by another 4 or 5 months converting the network that you have achieved into business. One of the amazing opportunities we had a couple of years ago is to bring a startup and connect it with the industry in Utah and California and show that what we are trying to bring is sometimes not a check. but somebody that will continue to provide you checks because he's going to turn a customer. And if he's going to turn into a customer, he is going to make you grow in those territories. We have that in the US, we have that in other countries, or mentioned Europe, we do that now in East Africa. The idea is converting network to business. So by just trying in very short time to explain to you what we do, I am going to hand over the microphone to Elite and hope to see most of you guys that will make it through the screening committees in our program in May. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Yariv. Thank you so much. I'm now glad to invite Avital, who is the Chief Research Officer, Frontier R&G, that will explain, yes, we do business, yes, we have innovation hubs, but we also have researchers to help you with the science part. So, Avital, the stage is yours.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, hear you great.
Okay, so thank you, Elite. Hello, everyone. My name is Avital, and I'm as Elite said, I'm the Chief Research Officer at the Frontier Innovation Center. Well, I'm a farmer, I'm an agronomist, and I'm a researcher. And based with my experience in both agricultural and academic world, I see my role as a bridge between research and practical innovation. In my work, I help startups with all the agricultural and scientific aspect of the work. Our R&D center, which is our base, is located in the heart of the Israeli desert. It gives us the facilities and the tools to support startups, all the way to marketable products. Okay. Just a moment. Okay, you see me? You see me?
Yes, you, yes.
Okay, so sorry for that. Okay, so our vision is to create a smarter agriculture, more efficient, more sustainable. It sounds cliche, but this is the reason we come here every day in the morning. I want to invite you to join us. This program is a great opportunity, so take it and come drive innovation with us. Yeah, see you there.
Thank you so much, Avital. Thank you so much. Now I'm more than glad to invite Gal Admati, the CEO of Fungit. He being in our last cohort last year, this year, 2025, in the program in Utah, Nevada, in St. George, Utah, St. George, and Las Vegas, Nevada. Gal, the stage is yours. Please tell us about how the program helped. What did you do there?
Okay, sure. So we'll get to that too. But first of all, pleasure to be here.
Do whatever you want. The stage is yours.
Yeah, sure. So for me, it's more of an open conversation in a sense. But first of all, I'd like to start out with thanking everybody. Thanking you for the previous round of START. It was an experience and a good one. And I think when we were interviewed there, I said that in the end, it's it's all about the people. And I think the saying goes and still goes, and I think it fits into exactly what everybody here has been saying, all Yariv and Avital, and you and everybody here, of course. I actually, surprisingly, in a sense, you can tell by my accent that I'm not from the States, but there was a very familial sense to what was going on in Western USA, in Utah specifically. And it's a beautiful country, a beautiful area. The hospitality was incredible, and the sense of we have a problem. We share the same problems. Let's do something together and let's see how we can make everybody here fit into our ecosystem was incredible. It was an excellent time. It really was. So thank you, the START group and Arieli and Frontier, of course, and everybody for choosing us to participate in the last cohort. So thank you for that. It was an opportunity. So on my part, it was an excellent opportunity, and I think it is an excellent opportunity for anyone, any company who is on the verge of or planning on or already in the States, and they're planning on doing some market penetration, field trials, joint ventures, collaboration, working with academia, etc. It's an excellent opportunity because all of that and all of these opportunities are built in integrally to the program. And whether or not we actually met the people face to face there or by Zoom there and followed up, it's an excellent opportunity. I think dozens of meetings in a week, not to mention a pitch boot camp led by Haviv, which was an experience in and of itself, but it was great. Took our pitch capabilities forwards, so thank you for that. So again, anybody looking to work in the States, anybody looking to collaborate with an ecosystem that suffers from the same problems and has the same product market fit in the US, this is the place to go. Elite, what were the questions again? Let's try and go from there.
Let's see. People, if you have questions, you can write them in the chat. But I know two things that people talk about it a lot. The first, how did you felt when you start to know about the program and after you've been there? It means, what were the emotion, what was the expectations, and what did you really did there in this week? What really happens? And after that, continue with if there were opportunities that you continued with them.
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, as Cheryl just said, we drank wine and checked out greenhouses. That's that's for sure. I think in the end, and most of my experience in my career has been in startups, and the US in a sense is always the sort of go-to territory that everybody wants to go to, and that's pretty straightforward, pretty trivial in a sense, and sort of standard. Huge market, lots of it's a huge market. The regulatory routes are well thought out and usually readily available and well known due to that fact. So that's a good thing. But on the other hand, and this is my personal view, in the end, the US, it's not a single territory. It's huge and very diverse, with different areas, different regions, and depending on the market segment that you're working in. Specifically here, we're in agri-tech, of course, so different environments, different needs, etc. And simply put, I recognized that when we were looking into working in the US and having a go-to-market plan in the US, that we didn't really know anything about anything. And so I think as a first step, one needs to recognize that things are not what they seem in the US, and there is a lot to learn. So I came into the program with the view that I really don't know anything about the States, and that I want to capitalize on this program to get to know the ecosystem. And this was an excellent opportunity to get to know the Southwestern area, which has similar parameters to what we encounter here in Israel, especially further south. So to your question, Lily, I entered the program not knowing anything about anything in Southwestern United States, and finished the program with dozens of contacts, dozens of opportunities, and also a better feeling of, okay, now I've been there, now I've met the people, and things should be and are much easier to go from there. So I hope that answered the question.
You answer great. There's another question in the chat that asks, Barak asks, can you explain in short about Fungit and how the program progress your venture?
Okay, sure. So again, simply put, as an entrepreneur and CEO, I think we're always looking to improve and to learn more. And I think this was an excellent opportunity. And kudos to the team here, both to Yariv, specifically Avital, of course, and all who, by the very fact that we participated in the program, forced us and me and the company to improve and to ask ourselves tough questions. So I think that's part of the game. I think it's an essential part of the game. I think it's a very good experience. I finished the program with a combined list, again, of dozens of contacts, academia, innovation, specifically Utah, Las Vegas, potential collaborations and partnerships. And we worked on that list for several weeks and several months after the program, and narrowed it down. So some things didn't pan out, some things did. We're in touch with one of the largest flower growers or nurseries in Western US. He's sort of the home go-to guy for testing, field testing and piloting, and an excellent potential customer. In the end, the ball is in our court. In this case, we still have some regulatory hurdles that we need to overcome in the US to be able to maximize this potential. But in the end, it's all about contacts, and potential collaboration partners. There, I think we discussed collaborations with at least 3 different types of academia with different types of interest, and for each company it's slightly different. So I think the program served to take us from a certain readiness level for market penetration in the US, let's say 1 on a scale of 1 to 10, and took us to a 3 or 4, okay, nominally. Obviously not 10. 10 is like commercial penetration with a distribution partner, etc., but took us to a 3, and I think that has a lot of value. As to Fungit specifically, so we're a early stage startup company. We develop biocontrol solutions. Biocontrol solutions are solutions for the agricultural market. We utilize nature for nature. We develop what we call microbiome or probiotics for plants. These are microfungi that we use to inoculate crops in the field and in orchards, etc., and also to treat fruit and vegetables post-harvest to extend shelf life. So we're a biological control company. This is what we develop. That's us in a nutshell.
Thank you. Thank you so much for explaining everything. Let's do one more question from Yael. Can you please explain the selection criteria of the program and the stage you expect? This is for me. I will answer you later. But Gal, tell me with which stage, it's a bit complicated because it's not 1 and 0, but in which stage the company need to be to really gain the benefits from this program?
That's an excellent question, actually.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's part of the game as well for startups, entrepreneurs, because there's always the question of what the target market is. And one of the best people in the industry I've ever seen always said, focus, and choose one initially. I think that to maximize on the START program, one should already be quite confident as to what their first target market is, and not just go at the program because it's an opportunity and sounds nice. So if you, and I'm looking at all the startups here and companies, etc., are intent on commercializing in the US market, and may also intend to have some boots on the ground and some local presence of some sort, then this is definitely the way to go. I wouldn't do it if you're not really sure if the US market is of interest to you, okay? Because in the end, you know, you need to spend time, money, resources, etc. It's not that you won't benefit from the program, you will. But I would definitely do it if I were highly intent on penetrating the US market, and specifically also had a good idea of the similarities between the Israeli ecosystem in terms of environment and climate, etc., and the area in which the program is operating in.
Great. Last and sweet short question. What do you say to yourself last year, if you was talking to yourself a year from now? Like if you were talking to yourself.
What would I say to myself?
Yes,
Well,
before you went into program.
I can paraphrase Matthew McConaughey and say, I want to be that guy over there. No, I'm just joking. But what did I say to myself? Well, again, the thing is, when we started this program, things weren't, when I first applied, I wasn't really clear on what the advantages were and what this program can give. And now I know it's all about the people, the connections, and as Yariv said, more or less, and I might be paraphrasing badly, but turning the potential contacts into business later on. So that's what the program gives you. I came in not really knowing what the program was going to give me, other than general US market access, and came out knowing what it gave, which is that. And it will be up to you, and now I'm looking at all the startups, to maximize the potential of the dozens of contacts and introductions and meetings that you're going to have in this program. That will be up to you.
All right.
Yeah, sounds good. Okay, now we have two last parts for this webinar. Thank you so much, Gal. Really appreciate your time. So, a bit about the program in details. You will have around 500 tailored one-on-one business meetings with industry leaders, potential customers, potential partnerships, and potential investors. We gonna select around 10 startups, really identify their needs, how to we make them from A to B, and make it happen. So it will be through our tailored, personalized one-on-one business meetings. We're gonna have VIP dinner in Utah Tech, with Michael and Cheryl and everyone. It was so good last year that this year we're going to do exclusive after party afterwards, because everyone had so much energy. This year it's not going to waste. After that, we're going to do everything is parallel to the one-on-one business meetings. Yes, just to make sure. We're gonna do VIP breakfast in Las Vegas with investors and industry leaders and high net worth individuals and government people. We're gonna do breakfast because dinner, we can't do dinner in Vegas. And of course, a final event in Las Vegas, in the University of Reno, with a high percent of investors, because we really want to give the startups the opportunity to preach in front of investors. Good. And after the program, we're going to work closely with you to ensure that most of the opportunities, and like Yariv said, around 65% and 70% turns to real business. So this is a bit about the program. And now you're free to sign up. This is the link. I will share it again in the chat, so you will have a couple of minutes. After this couple of minutes, Yotam from מנהלת הצמיחה, I know we speak this word in Hebrew, but it's a grant for startups that came from where we are sitting. So in a couple of minutes, now you can text me in email, and in a couple of minutes, Yotam will go up and tell for all the Israeli startups, but of course everyone can stay, but it will be in Hebrew, about grants for startups that fly from Israel and want to expand internationally to the US. Great. Cheryl, we love you. Is the Yes, the UNR State Light campus based in Las Vegas. Yes. You can ask more questions in the chat. We have a couple of minutes now.
So when will companies know if they've quote unquote made the cut?
Again.
When will organizations know if they have been invited and if they've made the cut?
Invited for the program or for the
Yes.
event?
Yes.
Okay. So
Will they know
thank you for
by
that.
January? Will they know by February? When do people know?
Perfect. So
Look at that.
yes.
Da-da-da.
Yes. Application deadline is until the end of this year. We will have time to really find as much as more startups, also from Nevada, Utah, Arizona, and also from around the world, to know about this program. After that, we have 2 committees to startups who will accepted and get accepted to the committees. We will have 2 in the 15 and in the 22 of January. The program is so we will inform the startups who will continue with us until the end of January. You will already know if you get accepted to the program or not. And the program itself, and after you will know if you will be in the program, we will talk with you one-on-one, and we work 3 months to make sure to prepare for you tailored made one-on-one business meetings for the entire week. Potential investors, clients, and partnerships. It will be half week in Utah, St. George, and half week in Las Vegas, Nevada. This is it. I think, let's continue with this page. Okay, exactly 10 minutes to the end. Thank you, everyone. I really appreciate your time. I really appreciate your effort to be an entrepreneur. And I'm waiting to see you in the committees. Thank you so much. עכשיו אני אחליף